Hello, I'm John. I drink things on the internet, and today we're going to be drinking this. This is a miniature bottle of Famous Grouse because that's probably enough for me, to be fair. I wanted to look into this for a little while just because I can't really remember a time where I've ever drank this, knowingly anyway. I've probably drank it at like a house party or something like that. I've deliberately not looked up any details for this. I've not looked up things in terms of the blend or anything like that, or the history of the company, because frankly, I don't think anyone cares, if I'm being brutally honest. Its position in the market is very much, this'll do you for the night kind of liquid. I don't think people are too bothered by the provenance of it, and that's something we're going to go into a little bit later, I'm sure. But I want to quickly say as well, there's a couple of videos that I released recently where the audio was shockingly bad, and I apologise for that, and I only realised after I recorded the videos. The reason was, the microphone that I wear, there's like a connector to make it work in my camera, and that just broke. I don't know what happened to it, it just broke, it stopped working. And I didn't realise, and I considered re-recording the videos, but I thought that that wouldn't work, given the content of the videos was kind of my first reaction to something. And I'm not that good of an actor, so I did what I could with the audio. I'm aware it's still kind of garbage, but you'll have to take my word for it, it was a lot worse before that was like 5 hours worth of work just to try and get it to be reasonable. So again, I apologise. Technical hiccups, I seem to have a lot of them these days. Anyway, back to this. So, I'm going to try it neat, and then we're going to try it with a bit of water. But first I'm going to have a quick look on the label, because there's a couple of telling little bits and pieces on here. Now then, in the UK market, you don't need to declare that there's colouring in this, but you do it in the German market, so you sometimes get colouring in German, and it's on here as well, Zuckercola. What that tells us is what goes in here is probably young, predominantly grain whiskey, I would have thought. It's 40%, which is the legal minimum. My dad used to drink a lot of this. He doesn't really drink much of it anymore because I tend to send him whiskey. Let's get this open and try it. Okay, so I'm going to pour quite a conservative amount. You're going to see a lot of this Thai in the next few videos because I'm planning on recording a big batch and I can't be bothered getting changed. Movie magic, guys, people bulk record. I'm sure you're probably aware of that already. Right, so in the glass, and we can't tell much from the colour because it's been adulterated, so it is a rich amber colour. To nose it, on the nose it's just very aggressive. There's not a whole lot you can pick out. It smells sort of burnt, sort of like you burnt toast. Something like rubbery or latexy about it. It's not what you'd call very appealing nose. You can tell it's alcohol, but beyond that, not much else. Alright, so I'm going to put this in my mouth now. That's no good. Plenty of ethanol, plenty of just hard booze, and then sort of like cheap supermarket cola. Something like a little bit milky on the finish. It's weird, fascinating, odd, not enjoyable at all. But again, it's a mixing whiskey, isn't it? It's designed to be drowned in other things, so maybe the fact that it tastes like Coke. Cola, Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna chuck some water in this and see what happens to it. I'm kind of expecting it'll just lose all integrity and just fall to pieces. Oh, it's gone meaty. Yeah, it's different, but it's not better. Yep. It tastes like you dropped some vodka in water. There's just a wave of booze and not really anything else. This is absolutely not for sipping. This is for putting with something else. I'm not going to do that because then I'm just going to taste the other thing and maybe a bit of booze. Like, this isn't going to bring any, this isn't going to suddenly transform when I add lemonade or cola to it. It's, you know, it's a delivery system for alcohol. That's all this whiskey is. It's fine, I suppose. I don't know why you would pick this over vodka if your intention is just to get a bit messed up. I don't know why you choose this, but people do. I think because there's a certain prestige about whiskey, isn't it? It's like, oh, look at me, I'm a whiskey drinker. And you crack the grouse out. I mean, there used to be sort of like a bit of a caste system. I remember I was watching a Ralphie video fairly recently about antiquary, and they were saying that a fellow was gifted a bottle of antiquary and he felt that he was too common to drink it, so he swapped it for a bottle of grouse. I'm not saying that the class system is dead, it's very much alive and well in Britain, but I think people know a bit better than to have that low of an opinion of themselves. A blue-collar worker was like, oh, I'm scum and I need to drink scum whiskey. I think says everything you need to know about this. It's shit. Spoilers, shock horror, it's not good whiskey. There are better things for... Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do a Google and I'm going to find better alternatives for around the same price bracket, which is not a lot of money, but will get you something that you might actually be like, oh, that's pretty decent actually. I suspect that's not going to be very hard, and there'll be links down below to what I pick out. If they're Amazon links, they will be affiliate because money. You don't have to click them, you don't have to buy things, but you know, dollar. Thank you very much for watching. Comment down below if you are completely unsurprised by the conclusions formed in this video, because I sure wasn't. Was I going in with a bias? Kind of, but I think most people kind of know what they're expecting from this anyway, so yeah. But I was looking to be proven wrong, and I was not. Thumb the video if you enjoyed watching me drink this, and also if you want to support the channel and hopefully get me to upgrade my whiskey choices back up to something palatable, there'll be links to my Patreon down below. All contributions are very gratefully received. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and there's also a bell to ring, because, I don't know, Hunchback of Notre Dame or something. And until next time, when I'll be drinking something else.